Welcome, Fade to Black breaking news for this Monday, June 5th, 2023. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. On this day in history, 1968, while running for U.S. President, Robert F. Kennedy was fatally shot by Sirhan Sirhan at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles. He died the following day, on this day in 1968. Here's your Fader fact. The most frequently requested song to play at funerals in the United Kingdom is Always Look on the Bright Side of Life by Monty Python. And that is your Fader fact. Huge breaking news day today. It's all over social media and media outlets, so I will get straight to it. David Charles Grush, a former intelligence official turned whistleblower, has given Congress and the intelligence community inspector general extensive classified information about deeply covert programs that he says possesses retrieved, intact, and partially intact craft of non-human origin. That's right, UFOs. The information, he says, has been illegally withheld from Congress, and he filed a complaint alleging that he suffered illegal retaliation for his confidential disclosures, as reported by Leslie Kane and Ralph Blumenthal for Debrief Media. Other intelligence officials, both active and retired, with knowledge of these programs through their work in various agencies, have independently provided similar corroborating information both on and off the record. Grush is a decorated former combat officer in Afghanistan, is a veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, the NGA. He served as the Reconnaissance Office's representative to the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force from 2019 to 2021. From late 2021 to July 2022, he was the NGA's co-lead for UAP analysis and its representative to the task force. Grush said the recoveries of partial fragments through and up to intact vehicles have been made for decades through the present day by the government, its allies, and defense contractors. Analysis has determined that the objects retrieved are of exotic origin, non-human intelligence, whether extraterrestrial or unknown origin, based on the vehicle morphologies and material science testing and the possession of unique atomic arrangements and radiological signatures. All of this reported by Debrief Media. In addition to Grush, Jonathan Gray is a generational officer of the United States intelligence community with a top secret clearance who currently works for the National Air and Space Intelligence Center, NASIC, where the analysis of UAP has been his focus. Previously, he had experience serving private aerospace and Department of Defense Special Directive Task Forces. Gray states, and I quote, "The non-human intelligence phenomenon is real. We are not alone. Retrievals of this kind are not limited to the United States. This is a global phenomenon, and yet a global solution continues to elude us." End quote. Now, it appears that we are in another December 2017 moment here in the UFO community, and it is June 5th, 2023. This is a huge breaking news story. We will be covering this in the weeks, months, and years ahead. Researchers have detected complex organic molecules in a galaxy more than 12 billion light years away from Earth, the most distant galaxy in which these molecules are now known to exist. Thanks to the capabilities of the recently launched James Webb Space Telescope and careful analysis from the research team, a new study leads critical insight into the complex chemical interactions that occur in the first galaxies in the early universe. University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign astronomy and physics professor Joaquin Vieira and graduate student Kedar Padik collaborated with researchers at Texas A&M University and an international team of scientists to differentiate between infrared signals generated by some of the more massive and larger dust grains in the galaxy and those of the newly observed hydrocarbon molecules. The study findings are published now in the journal Nature. Swedish music streaming giant Spotify said today it will cut some 200 jobs, equaling 2% of its workforce, as it slims down its internal podcast operations. The company posted a first quarter operating loss of $167 million compared to an operating loss of just $6 million last year. It's $100 million going to Joe Rogan. The streaming giant, which is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, announced in April it had passed 500 million monthly active users with 210 million paying subscribers. A Russian official has been removed from his post after it was alleged that he received a staggering $28 million worth of Bitcoin as a bribe from a hacker collective he had been investigating. His name is Marat Tembiev, and he served as the head of the investigative department of the Committee for the District of Moscow, but was swiftly relieved of his duties following the corruption allegation, which is described as Russia's most significant single bribery case. And that says a lot. There's your Fade to Black breaking news, all of the news that you need for this Monday, June 5th, 2023. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Newman. I'm Jimmy Church. Go back, Lee Tappy.